Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since I've uploaded anything, but I'm going to try and do a few more videos this year and we'll just see what happens. Today I want to show you guys how to light a cinematic music video. It can be as budget as you want. The options available for lights nowadays are absolutely nuts. But for this video I used the Godox SL60, the Aperture MC and the Aperture Nova. So me and Joe had previously done some photos together. He had a new song coming out, wanted me to do a music video, which I was well up for. The location was his house, his front room. So he sent me some photos of his front room so I could get an idea of where we would put the lights. And I drew it up on Sidus Link, just kind of like a brief plan of where I wanted things to be. And we didn't necessarily stick to it, but it's always a good idea to plan ahead, just to make things run a little bit smoother on the day. So you can see on the diagram there's the SL60, we actually put that outside the house, pointing back in through the window to make it look like moonlight. So the Godox is a daylight balanced light at 5600K, so to compensate for that I actually changed the white balance on my camera to I think about 3100, and that just gave it that kind of like nice blue moon kind of look. And then I put the Nova off to the left of Joe, just to kind of act as like a fill. It's about, I don't know, like 10%, something like that. So it was really dim compared to the Nova, which was at 100% because it's just not a powerful light. And that was just kind of pulsing to add a bit of some visual interest to the scene, just kind of dynamics. So we had those two lights set up, and then I noticed that the back of Joe's head was kind of falling off into the shadow way too much. So I popped the Aperture MC around the back of his head, just kind of create some separation, but we changed it to red. The whole vibe of the video is this kind of dreamy, moody kind of video, so I feel like it kind of aided to that. Two of the lights we used were very budget friendly. The Godox SL60 is about 130 quid, and the Aperture MC is about just under 100, I think. But the Nova is obviously a bit more expensive, but Aperture did just release some new Amran line lights, which are basically smaller versions of the Nova. So if you don't have the budget to spend on a Nova, there's some great alternatives out there that would do exactly the same thing. So, I mean, even without the Nova, I still think the scene would look pretty cool with just the key light and the Aperture MC in the background, just separating Joe a little bit more. It was just more just because we could. So we're going to hop into Resolve now, and I'm going to show you why I put the lights where I put them. And we'll just do a kind of like a bit of a breakdown. So we are back in Resolve. As you can see, I just got the main scene loaded up, as this is kind of the meat of the video. I just wanted to do a bit of a lighting breakdown. I always really like these parts of videos where they, actually show you why they put the lights where they put them. It just helps the information digest, I guess. So we've got the Godox outside the window, and that's pointing in. It did have the reflector dish on it as well, so it's getting this nice big cast off the window, going onto Joe. It's not actually pointing at him directly. You can kind of see it's just kind of hovering there, but it's getting this nice cast on the side of his face, and then we've got it on the arms as well. It's getting this really nice roll off into the shadows and just creating some separation from the wall. When we put this was the first light that we put up, and straight away we saw that his head was falling off into the shadow. So we put the Aperture MC just kind of on the TV stand to the side, and that's doing what it does. It created a nice backlight for Joe. It brought him out of the background, and the red and the blue contrast against each other, and I love it. Then we added the Nova, that's off to the side here, and that's just acting as a fill light just for the room. It's not as bright, as I say, as the Godox. It was about 10% maybe, and that's just pulsing just to kind of add a dreamy, otherworldly kind of visual interest, I guess, to the scene. And you can see it there already. It's just acting as like a bit of fill for Joe. So if you pull this across, There you go, you can see that's lighting up. Because it's not super bright, we've still got the details there. Even then, you can still see you've got the blue cast as well. And that just goes throughout the video, just as a bit of visual interest. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I know, as I say, it's been a minute since I've actually put one of these out. Life has been absolutely crazy, but this is something that I want to try and do a little bit more of. So if you found it useful or you learned something, please drop me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more things like this. I hope to be putting videos out weekly. Yeah, so thank you. See you guys later.